Okay, folks, sit tight. We'll get going here in a second. Sit tight. We'll get going here in a second. Okay. So let me clean my glasses real quick. And I think I'm missing one of my microfiber cloths. Oh, duh. No wonder. Okay, so what is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man Lincoln Clay. We are back with a live stream of LeMans Ultimate. 1 second here, and I'll get the game fired up. Shrink that. Bring that up. See here, we'll bring this up first, then the mirror, and now the game. Okay, I'm watching YouTube. All right, there we go. So, oh crap. That's not what I wanted. Reset view. All right. And turn the volume down a little bit through my headset. Okay, so today was actually, I didn't really plan on streaming today, but when I was probably planning to stream tomorrow, and that's when I had planned to talk about the minimum hardware that I think you need in order to get into VR sim racing in terms of a PC. I was going to talk about what I think you need for the minimum and what I would actually recommend. I think price-wise they're not far apart, but performance-wise they are the gap is bigger. But I want to start off by talking about the title of this stream, and that is that the GT3's are coming soon. LeMans Ultimate released a trailer today, and it was just pretty much a car going down the road, from the road view, and just pretty much said that the GT3's are coming. And based on the last DLC that we got, when LeMans Ultimate put out a trailer for it, the DLC actually came like 2 weeks later. So that being said, when it says that the GT3's are coming soon, I think that means that we might get them in like the next couple of weeks. So the 2024 season pass is supposed to be in 4 parts. We've already got the first 2 parts. The hypercars are done. We got the hypercars. Now what's left for them to give us is 7 GT3 cars and 2 more tracks. And I think the 2 tracks that they're still going to give us is Sao Paulo or Interlagos and Qatar. Now, YouTuber Cryptic TMG pointed out that although we're supposed to get 7 GT3 cars, he pointed out that there's 9 manufacturers competing in the WEC. So he thinks that that means that they're going to shortchange us in short as 2 cars. And he thinks that the 2 cars that they might shortchange us on would be the Mustang GT3 and the Lexus. I think it's the LF GT3. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Now, if my memory serves me right, so I'm just going here so we can go to the manufacturers. 24. Now, if my memory serves me right, when Stephen Hood released that video about a month and a half ago, somebody can fact check me, but I believe that he might have said something to the effect of when the GT3's come, that they might give us a couple of free cars. That way you'll be able to compete in the GT3 races, and if you don't want to buy the DLC, you'll still be able to compete in the GT3 races. So what I think that means is, I think for the GT3 cars, 7 of those cars are going to be paid DLC, and I think possibly the other 2 cars will be free. So if that's the case, the question would probably be, which 2 cars will they give us for free? So going through the manufacturers, I mean, this is the BMW. It's a pretty safe bet that we're going to get the M4. Let's see here, Ferrari. I think it's a safe bet that we're going to get the Ferrari 296 GT3. The Lamborghini Huracan, I think we're going to get that because this year, that is the Lamborghini was the car that the Iron Maidens were driving, so they switched from Porsche to Lamborghini. In all likelihood, we'll get the Porsche 992 GT3. And then So if I come over to the, let me see here. If I come to the GT3's, well, this is the GTE's right here, but the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, it's almost a certainty we're going to get that. The Corvette GT3, the Corvette C8R GT3, and then I already mentioned Ferrari and Porsche. Then that means out of the manufacturers that I just mentioned, the ones that I did not mention was McLaren. So I'm pretty sure we'll get the, oh my God. So my headset just disconnected from the PC. So you guys are gonna have to give me a second here. Oh boy. Now it doesn't want to connect to the computer. So, all right, folks, give me a second. Jesus, I swear to God, this is one of the things that can really make PC a headache. All right, I think I'm gonna have to restart the headset. So if the headset's gonna crash out like that, I'd rather it do it now versus doing it during the race. All right, so now I'm going to have to close LeMans Ultimate and then open it up again. Unbelievable the amount of bad luck I have. So now the game appears to be frozen. So I'm going to have to close it and then restart it. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Get the headset on first this time. All right, let's try this again. right, so as I was about to say before we were so rudely interrupted, so yeah, the McLaren, the Lexus, and the Mustang would be the 3 missing cars out of the manufacturers that I just showed you guys. This is Porsche fixed. This is prototype fixed. And this is hypercar. We'll go ahead and do the Porsche. Because this week I like the daily races so much that I'm going to do this one and the GTE fixed, which is at Sebring after this one. So, question is which Porsche do I like? Ooh. Kind of like that one. I got it narrowed down between that one and this one. They're identical. Let's go with that one. No, let's jump in and get some practice. Set up. Oh shoot. Oh, shoot. That's too high. I do not like how high this wheel sits. All right. I think we can go with that. We got about 18 minutes. And I love that they fixed the multifunctional display.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Disengage limiter. Let's get some heat into these brakes. Yellow flag. We think Rysen has gone off. Green flag in sector 2. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. Yellow flag in sector 1. We think that Danny has crashed. Sector 1 is green. Sector 2 is now green, 16th place. Yellow flag, sector 2. We can see Julian has gone off. Green flag, sector 2. Okay, Clay, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Yellow flag. Green flag, sector 2. Car ahead has just done a 219.57. Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.41 off the pace. We think that Para has binned it. Green flag in sector 1. Sector 1, yellow flag. It looks like Julian has stacked it. Green flag, sector 1.
That time was a
6th place.
2:19.58.
Yellow flag, sector 2. We think Roman has spun off. Green flag in sector 2. Yellow flag. Sector 2 is green. Yellow flag, caution. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 2. The brake temperatures are fine. Okay, Clay, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. It's your best lap in this session. You've just done a 2:19.00. Fastest lap for Bruno, 2:18.13. Blue flag. Yellow flag, sector 1.
Technically, I hit a 218.9, but they're calling it a 2. So,
Sector 1 is now green.
I think the fastest I've ever done, at least on LeMans Ultimate on this track, I think was a 2:16.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Was a 2:16.9.
Sector 1 is green.
But I did a 2:16.6 on R Factor 2. I gotta go to the bathroom here in a second too.
Alright,
folks.
Clay, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
You know what?
Sector 2 is clear.
Let's just go back to the garage.
Incident in sector 1, yellow flag.
Because I do want to talk about a couple of things. Yeah, 218.9, so 8/10 off the pace. So that's actually promising. I actually give myself half a chance. This car seems to turn a little bit easier than the Corvette. The brakes seem pretty good on this car too. So the GT3's. When the GT3's comes to LeMans I think the GT3's, as far as the cars goes, are going to make or break this game. I think ACC is dwindling down. I mean, it's still there. I still see a lot of content creators, you know, putting out content for ACC. But I think people are slowly, I don't want to use the word migrating, but I do think the user base is slowly getting bigger on this. And again, I think ACC is entering its twilight. So I think once the GT3's hit on LeMans Ultimate, I think a good number of ACC players are going to make their way over here. I say that because, you know, when it comes to sim racing, the GT3 class is the most popular class. Myself, the GT3's was my favorite for quite a while, but now the GTE's, even though that class no longer exists.
217.00.
Holy shit, 216.9. Even though the GTE class no longer exists in the WEC, it is my favorite class because the cars don't have anti-lock brakes, and the GT3's by rule they do have anti-locks. And so you're going to have a lot of ACC drivers coming over here because they'll be able to drive these cars over here the same way they drive the GT3's on ACC. But there's still a price to be paid though, because if they lock their wheels up, they can still catch a flat spot. So I think the ACC drivers that come over here, I still think they're going to be a little bit. I still think they're going to be very aggressive. I think they're still going to be even a little bit negligent. But I think they're going to be. They can't be super negligent or reckless. But in any case, I'm rambling, and yeah, I think a good amount of the ACC drivers are going to come over here to Le Mans Ultimate once we get the GT3 cars. So in that aspect, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely excited and looking forward to trying out the GT3's when they make it to this game. But I think the GTE class is still going to be my favorite, and that's going to be my preferred race. But I still like the GT3 class enough that I'll do those races too. So it'll give us more races to choose from. It'll give us more daily races to choose from once we get the GT3s. And again, for the most part, I'm curious and excited to see how many people make their way over here once we get the GT3s. So, how much time we got? 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run to the bathroom real quick, folks. I'll be right back.
New fastest lap for McAleese, 2:16.73. All right, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Hey man. Said. The game is a bit louder than your talking voice, Lincoln.
Okay. Give me a second.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Okay, hopefully that works. So I went in and turned the desktop audio down a little bit. So yeah, let me know if that should be a little bit better. So unfortunately, that's one of the other headaches of streaming PC and all that crap, is that your audio is set at different levels for different games and stuff like that. So a lot of times I don't know what's going on until somebody tells me. And unfortunately, this is also one of the bad things about the skeleton setup that I have. I no longer have my mixer connected because once I blew out that fuse, I unplugged the streaming PC that I had out here.
217.70.
And put it in the corner. So, yeah. So yeah, with as far as getting back to being able to use my mixer and stuff like that, I'm at least a couple of weeks away from that because you know, still gotta get a hold of maintenance and have them come here and replace the breaker. So I see a 217.6.
Amen. Said. Sounds better.
Okay, thank you so much.
E4.
All right, that's the end of the session. It's time to head on in there. Join event. Josh Mackles, he's fast. I've seen him a number of times.
That's the end of the session. P4.
Amen. Said. I've been playing a lot of R Factor 2 with
clear.
my new
Stay behind the
PC
white
and the
line.
PSVR 2.
Oh yeah.
VR in
Need to get some
LM is
heat into
sketchy
these
for me.
brakes. Yellow flag. Incident in sector 2. Yellow flag.
I think I feel that R Factor 2 is well optimized for VR. Because it doesn't take a beefy PC to run it.
Sector 2 is green. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
How's it run on your PSVR 2 though? How's that run?
Amen. Said. R Factor 2 has great VR, I think.
Yeah, it is definitely well optimized.
Yellow flag. Watch out. Sector 1 is green. Yellow flag sector 3. It looks like Rysen has stacked it. Alright Clay, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. Sector 2 is clear. That's the end of the session, P2.
All right. Car set up. Oh, this race is only 16 minutes?
All clear, push now. Okay Clay, we've got 7 minutes to get a decent lap in. We've got cold brakes all round, be careful.
Oof.
Hey man. Said. I bought the Ford AD Super and I'm well pleased with the performance.
Oh yeah, then you should be pretty good then. But you know, I originally planned to do it today, but I'll do it later this week and talk about again as far as the PC goes, what I think you need for the minimum and what I think you need for the recommended. You know, I've got a 4090, but you don't need, you know, if you don't have to have a 4090. So I've been running the test with a couple of my PCs. There's some wet spots on here? Oh, I messed up big on that one.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Hey man. Said. I play LMU without the VR and it's crystal clear and banging.
Oh yeah. The VR still's pretty good on this game. Even though it's not official yet, it's still pretty good.
That's a new fastest lap for Macally's,
Having issues syncing the
2:17.00.
VR on LMU.
I'll have to come back and check that comment in a second because the crew chief was a little bit loud.
Your brake temps are good. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Amen. Said. I said been having issues syncing the VR with LMU.
Oh, that's crappy. Sorry to hear that.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold. Okay, Clay, you've got half your fuel left. The car in front has just posted a 2:18.61.
Lap 2, 18.6.
P9. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
I might as well forget it and just let it go. Because I had already lost about a tenth going around that corner. Yeah, that's crappy hearing about your having sync issues with the VR for LMU. I mean, yeah, I go through my little crap here and there, but for the most part,
That's the end of the session, P9.
whenever I have an issue, I think it's usually because of the headset itself and not the game. But yeah, my other PCs showed me that you don't need a 4090. Definitely not for this game. But the thing that took me down that 4090 hole was at the time that I bought the 4090, ACC was still my favorite sim, and it is not very well optimized for VR. So simply put, if the better you want the game to look, the more beefy your PC had to be. And so yeah, I bought the 4090 and with the intentions of trying to make ACC look halfway decent in VR, and I've accomplished that. But I've got a different mindset now, because back then I was more concerned about the graphical settings. You know, well, I guess I wanted it all. I guess I wanted a sharp picture, I wanted epic settings, and I wanted 90 frames per second. And the 4090 did deliver on that. But now, you know, I see that like the epic settings, it's all cosmetics with these graphical settings. The most important part in VR sim racing is the frame rate and the resolution. You need at least 90 frames.
Tony said, "Hey Lincoln, we are in the same grid."
Hey, how's it going?
Tony said, "Good luck."
Same to you.
Amen said, "I can't get ACC to work at all in VR."
That's weird. I mean, because it's always worked for me. It's just because it's not very well optimized. It did, you know, never really looked that good. Let's see here. So I need enough. 12 laps should be enough. So my other PC that has a 3080 Ti in it, I ran it on medium settings, just like I'm doing right here, because I've got this set for medium settings. Reason why I'm running it on medium settings is so I can.
Said, "It'll come up, but it's horrible."
Yeah, okay. So the reason I'm running this at medium settings on this PC is so I can have the extra overhead to have a good stream, because you know, OBS stuff, it does tax your PC a little bit. But I could easily run this at epic settings, because I've tried it, and it'll run at 90 frames per second. The only thing is I'll have to reduce the number of visible cars. You know, so I would reduce the visible cars to like 15 cars, because you know, if there's 40 cars in a race, you're not going to see all 40 of those cars, so there's no point in rendering all of them. Basically, a few cars in front of you and a few cars behind you, you know, a bubble big enough for that is really all you need.
Has started. Green flag.
Go, go, go.
Green flag.
On your right. Clear right. Cut clear right. car, right side's clear.
I don't like the way he dove in, but I'll give it to him.
We think that Sarah has gone off. Forget about that, it'll probably just polish out. On your right, clear right.
That time was a 2:29.91.
Okay, Clay, the next car is Danny. Leader has just done a 2:16.65. Incident Sector 3, yellow flag. We think Marco has crashed. Your last lap time was at 2:19.73. Sector 2 is 1.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. You've got cold front tyres. It looks like Fiorini has spun off. Sector 2 is now green. Okay, Clay, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. P9. That's half distance. The fuel's okay.
Lap 2, 20.30.
Clear left.
He tried to give the other guy his position back,
Is Willis.
but he tried to block me off from getting past him. I had never seen anything like that before.
Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. All right, Clay, that's half distance. Sector 2 is now yellow. We think Baker has binned it. Green flag, Sector 2. Your tyre temps are all good.
Lap 2, 80.6.
6th place. Yellow flag, Sector 2. We can see Sarah has gone off. Green flag, sector 2. Okay, Clay. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Yellow flag.
Time 2:90.01.
We think that Mike has binned it. Your front tyres are cold. You've used half your fuel. I think P4's gone off. Green flag in sector 3. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
That time was a
P5.
2:80.66.
Yellow flag, caution. Green flag, sector 2. Okay, Clay, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. 5. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
I'll take that. 5th place. I'll take it. Yeah, good race to you too. Oh, Catone, I see you right there. What'd you finish, 3rd?
Pit crew is ready.
Yeah, it finished 3rd. Good race. Good race, Catone. Yep, Hans Catone. You know what? Come to think of it, I just realized we also friends on Steam too. Good race. Good race. Hans Catone, good race. What was your fastest lap? He did a 2:18.4 and I did a 2:18.6. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely happy with that. So I will do one more race because the next race upcoming is the GTE Fixed at Sebring. I'm not that good at Sebring, but I still love the track nonetheless. And then I will be jumping back into my trusty Corvette.
Hans Catone said, "Good race too."
Same to you, my guy. Let me jump back in my trusty Corvette. All right. Definitely happy with that race, but I see why a lot of people pick that Porsche. That's a really good car on this game. Good brakes, turns pretty good. So I'm going to take this headset off for a second. Because I'm starting to smolder under this headset. Yeah, that was a really fun race. Yeah, every now and then you might get some, you might get some interesting situations every now and then. So 2 cars in front of me bumped. One of them went off the track. So being a good sportsman, the other car waited for him so he could give him his position back. But where he got dirty was he was trying to block me off from passing him. He was trying to wait for the car to give the position back to him, but he was also trying to block me from getting through. But I was able to go around him. But other than that, it was a really clean race, and that's one of the things I love about this game. That turn 1, beautiful. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of rubbing going through that turn 1 on the first lap, but it's not the pileup that you see on ACC or GT7. So yeah, yep. I've got to. Unfortunately, I gotta go to the bathroom again because I'm full of Gatorade Zero. Be right back, folks. I need to check. Menu. $3,300. Okay, quality. All right, because once this will be my last race. Once I get done with this race, I got to head back to one of my other PCs and continue running tests. But so. For the millionth time, I've got 4 PCs, and starting from the top, a 4090, the other one has a 3080 Ti, the other one has a 3070 Ti, and the last one has a 2070. And so the 2 PCs that I've been testing over the past few days is the 3080 Ti and the 3070 Ti. And so what I was going to talk about is a 3070 might be the minimum to... It'll be the minimum, but the compromise is going to be big. Depending on what game you're playing, you might have to turn the settings all the way down to medium. You may have to turn the resolution down as well. But I think a 3080 Ti I'll have you sitting good across the board. So what I need to check out once I get done with this stream is you guys may see that display, frames per second display in front of me. It says 60 frames right now, but once we get into a race, it'll go up to 90. And it also says that the turbo boost is on. And so with my PC with the 3080 Ti, at medium settings, it looks exactly the same as this and is running it at 90 frames per second. What I need to do is go into the settings so I can display how much overhead I have. Because, with this PC, at times the overhead that I have can jump up as high as 50%. Once we're in the middle of the race, it comes down to about 30%, but you got cars, we're moving and stuff like that. So 30 to 40% overhead right in the thick of traffic is still pretty good. But I want to go back to my PC with the 3080 Ti, and like I said, I'm hitting the 90 frames per second with no problem. I just want to see how much overhead I have, if I'm in the plus or in the negative, and then let you guys know what you can expect if you go with a 3080 Ti, which I think that's what you should go with. I think a 3080 Ti. So to be specific about that computer in there, it has a 3080 Ti, an i9 12900K, 32 gigs of DDR5. I think at I don't know, like 5400 hertz or something like that. With this computer, I've got the G.Skill RAM. The DDR5 I think goes up to like 6200 hertz or something like that if you overclock it. So based on what I'm seeing right here, coming into this race, I'm going to be the number 5 ranked guy. I am desperately trying to get back to silver for my driver rating. Just with just about any sim racing game, getting safety rating is easy. All you have to do is just race clean. Keep the car on the track, don't hit any other cars, and your safety rating will build up pretty quick. It's the driver rating that's the tough part, because you're being graded on what your rank is coming into the race, what you are expected to qualify at, what you are expected to finish at versus what you actually did. So let's see here. Seems like they're shortening these races. Because normally these beginners races are like 20, they're like 22 minutes. And the intermediate races are like 25 minutes. And the advanced races are usually around 35 minutes. Servers are starting. So probably have to back out now. To join the event. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to be ranked 5 coming into this race. So that means that I'm going to be expected to qualify 5th, and I'm going to be expected to finish 5th. Well, we got to fix that because I don't like where that's sitting. So I'm gonna have to. At some point I'm gonna have to put the VR reset button on here. I need it a little bit lower. Yeah, I think that's good. And Escatone's in this race too. Good luck.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Good luck. And he's going with the Ferrari, huh?
Your pit exit looks clear. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Brake temperatures look good. That's the end of the session. P1.
You know what? I didn't even set the fuel. Jay Silva, I've seen him before, and he's driving a Corvette too.
Pit exit's clear. Okay, Clay, we've got 7 minutes to do the business. The brakes are cold, be careful. New fastest lap for Jan, 201.94.
Time 2:03.5.
Okay, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Clear left. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Sector 1 time is good. Brake temps look good. That's a new fastest lap for Nathan, 201.21.
That time was a
E4.
2:01.82.
Sector 1 time's okay. Alright Clay, you've used half your fuel. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Ah! That was a bad lap.
Lap 2,
26.
9.
Sector 3 is 0.32 off the pace.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do anything. You just leave it at that.
That's the end of the session, P5.
So this is a 16-minute race, 8 laps. I think 11, 12 should be enough. Go back, have a look at the standings. So what a 201.7. Oh my God. And that's Catone. So this is this could be a fairly tight race. So I got enough for 12 laps in here. All right, let's get out on the track.
Hans Catone said, "Good luck to you, mate."
Same to you. I see you beat me out by 1/10 of a second. I see you did a 201.7. I did a 201.8. The pole sitter did a 2 minutes 0.8. So 1 second, like 9/10 of a second, separates me from the pole sitter. So based on those lap times, it's gonna be pretty tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people behind. 3 more people behind me in the Corvette. All right, Mr. Catone, I see you in front of me in the Ferrari.
Formation lab has started. Green flag.
Green.
Flag.
On your right, clear right.
Ooh!
Yellow flag, sector 1. We think Rysen has spun off. It'll polish out, mate. Forget about it. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that Mello has stacked it. Okay, Clay. The next car is Cotoni.
It's gonna get spicy.
Sector 3 is clear. Clear right, yellow flag. It looks like Cotoni has binned it. Bad luck, Clay. Come on, don't let him get away. The guy in front is Jan. Just done a 201.42. Sector 2 is now green. That lap time was 204.86.
Shit!
We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Okay, Clay, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The leader's just done a 201.26. On your right.
Lap 203.
Hold your right side's clear. 7th position. That's your fastest lap today. You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. Alright Clay, we're at the halfway point, so focus on the exits. We can go faster here. Brilliant, nice one. 6th place.
0.
incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
5-9.
We think that soap has gone off. Clear left. Come on, don't let him get away. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. Okay, Clay, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. Green flag in Sector 3. Push if we're going to hold this position.
That time was a 2:03.63.
Sector 1 is clear. We can see Jan has crashed. Okay, Clay, the next car is Webb. Clear left. Sector 2 is now yellow. It looks like Webb has binned it. The guy ahead is Sarah. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. You've used half your fuel. Sector 2 is green, E4, one more lap to go. done, mate. Good finish. Acknowledged.
tried.
Stop requested.
He tried. And there's Catone. I saw you wiped out, but I didn't touch you, so you can go back and watch my
Pit
stream
crew is ready.
and see that I didn't touch you. Damn. A really nice night of racing. Let's go back and see what we got for the previous race at Spa. Okay, so that race I finished 5th. You see the rank breakdown. Holy crap. That race I was expected to qualify 6th and I qualified 10th.
Tony said, "4th, nice good race."
Thanks. Hey, sorry about that wipeout you had. I was able to avoid you. I didn't touch you. You lost it right in front of me. If I hadn't reacted the way I did, I would have got caught up in that wreck too. So, yeah. Unfortunate, bro. All right, let's see what we got here. Rank breakdown. So I finished 4th, gained 2 positions. Look at that. Expected to qualify 5th. I qualified 6th, but I did qualify in the top half. I expected to finish 5th. I finished 4th. Finished in the top half of the results. So right there, on the verge of getting back to silver. Need a few more. And on the verge, I think the next rank, the safety rank up is platinum. A good night of racing. 2 good nights of racing. And I'm really happy with my results because I think I had decent pace in the first race. And I kept it clean. And then this race here, I don't think my pace was all that good. I was fortunate, you know, like 2 or 3 cars spun out in front of me and I was able to avoid it. And I kept it clean. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here because I've got to do some more testing on my other computer so I can give you guys the results. So this week I'm looking to come back to GT7 tomorrow or Thursday because I do like the daily race C that they got this week. And then I'll be back here for LeMans Ultimate somewhere between Thursday and Saturday. With that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And good night of racing. Say Hannes Catone. Good racing. Definitely hope to see you on the track again. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. Until the next time, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you soon, everybody.